So these were first year EFL League 2 semi-final predictions for the first year games. So Notts County versus AFC Wimbledon and just Chesterfield versus Walsall. Starting off then with Notts County then to Wimbledon. There won't be any watch-ons for the E2 playoffs because apart from the final. So I think that I'll only be doing watch-ons. The only watch-ons I can do is semi-finals for the Championship and League 1. So just thought I'll say that. But yeah, Notts County versus AFC Wimbledon. I think that's going to be a tight game. That one. Nothing really splits the two of them, in my opinion. I wouldn't be shocked if that does all the way to penalties in the second head, to be honest with you. I think it would be that tight for them. Stuart Maynard, I never felt he's the right man to let Notts County up and out of this year, in my opinion. Albeit, he's done his job. He's stopped them in the playoffs, at least, minimum playoffs. Johnny Jackson's done probably a better job at AFC Wimbledon because I don't think a lot of people, including myself, I did put Wimbledon to chance for the playoffs at the start of the season. I didn't think they would get in the playoffs personally, but they did. So I think that's credit to Johnny Jackson. Good job he's done. And then both of them may say, if we didn't drop that many points, we may have got automatic promotion as well, because of how open League 2 was as well, at the top especially. And but yeah, tough game that one. I think either team could go through to the final between Notts County and Wimbledon. I think Wimbledon. I think both their squads are on par. I think both their squads are on par. I think both of them would be gutted that they meet in the semi-finals, because if they were in separate ends of the semi-finals, I probably would have went for that as a final. Notts County versus Wimbledon. And but obviously this is only for the first year. I think it's gonna be stalemate. I think it's gonna be so tense between the two of them. I don't see many goals between Notts County and Wimbledon. I really don't. So I think it'd be a stalemate in the first year. I think it'd be a 0-0 draw, and I think Wimbledon would be more happy with that as well, taking 0-0 back into the second year as well. And then the next one is Chesterfield versus Walsall. I think Walsall just completely lost it. You know what, Walsall, they were quite unlucky in the final day, to be fair. Well, were they unlucky? I think they were quite lucky as well, because they were quite lucky that Crewe couldn't store their chances, because Crewe had chances against Walsall, for me. But for Walsall to use out on automatic promotion in added time, that Bradford winner. By the way, congratulations to Bradford. I would say it's well deserved. I think it's well deserved. At the end of the day, it's not their fault that Walsall fell apart in that winning streak. Not their fault. They took advantage. Congratulations to Port Vale and Doncaster with then automatic promotion as well. Doncaster especially, unbelievable squad. Had an unbelievable squad as well. Port Vale were the transfer window champions in the summer. So yeah, they should be getting promoted, in my opinion, if you're getting touted as the transfer window champions. And so yeah, congratulations to all three of them getting automatic promotion, to be fair. Bradford, I think how Bradford was that one from Janway, wasn't it? Was that one from Janway when Walsall started to fall apart? That's when the downfall started for Walsall, and Bradford just continued that momentum, didn't they? Bradford could have easily sealed it games ago, to be fair. Where the top points away at Swindon, for example, and away at Chesterfield, so they could have had it sealed earlier. But they won't care, Bradford. They got promoted now. Massive club, Bradford, massive fan base. Shouldn't be in League 2 really, so I am happy for them that they are now out in League 2, back in League 1 where they deserve. And who knows what they can do in League 1, who knows. But yeah, that's still not topic about Walsall. But yeah, Walsall, I don't know what's happened. I think it is the biggest bottle job, unfortunately, for them. Start of the season, I had Walsall mid-table, so they actually overachieved expectations for me, in my opinion. But with the lead they had at the top, it's a big bottle job. It is a massive bottle job from them. And I just feel that's going to carry on into the playoffs for me, especially mentally as well. They'll do well, Walsall, now to win the playoffs. They'll do well to win the playoffs now, Walsall. I don't think they'll go through to the final either. I think Chesterfield, even though they won in the final day, it's just that boom, isn't it? Momentum. It's that momentum winning against Appleton, and Salford bottling the playoffs once again. Salford having it in their own hands on the final day, and Salford couldn't beat an already red data team to try and get in the playoffs. Once bottlers, always bottlers. That's what I say about Salford. And yes, I am talking about Salford being against odds on the final day. They were 2-0 down. They were 2-0 down to us as well. Even though I wasn't bothered, because let's be real, our season's over and we're still shit at the end of the day. And obviously, being 2-0 up and getting Salford back in it proved it. And it's still good to laugh at Salford though, isn't it? Still good to laugh at Salford, because they are basically Wrexham from Wits, basically. Look what Wrexham have done. Wrexham have done it properly. Wrexham have done it properly every season. Now they're in the Championship, being one like a serious club. Salford aren't a serious club. It's the Dr. Class in 92 as owners. But yeah. And by the way, I don't hate Salford. But it's always good to see them fail, because they thought it was going to be easy, didn't they? Especially Darren Neville as well, when he was already looking at Year 1 players when they got promoted to Year 2. So, yeah, interesting. But yeah, Chesterfield, Paul Cook, got that experience, hasn't he? Paul Cook, the manager of Chesterfield. He's got that promotion experience as well. I think for me, I actually think Chesterfield are probably favourites to win the playoffs. If you're basing it on the managers, I think you look at Chesterfield, probably strong candidates to win the playoffs, under Paul Cook as well. And also, he could get promoted to League 1 in his first season, in Chesterfield's first season back in League 2. What phase is he in? Oh, it's impossible. It's impossible, apparently. But yeah, I think Chesterfield, they'll be happy with having Walsall in the semi-finals. Having probably the best team to play in the semi-finals. Walsall using that momentum. I know Walsall won the final day, but they would have had that mental pure, wouldn't it, Walsall as well. And so I don't see Walsall winning the playoffs. I do think it's between the three teams for me to win the playoffs. If it's probably going to be Chesterfield and Notts County final, probably. I wouldn't be shocked by that again. I'm pretty sure they met in the National League final as well, Chesterfield and Notts County. It could end up being a repeat once again. But yeah, my prediction is Chesterfield 2, Walsall 0. Chesterfield got the players as well. Got Paddy Madden, Will Quid. On paper, Chesterfield squad on paper should be in the final, in my opinion, and should be then promoted for me, with the squad they've got as well. So, but they're my predictions for the Year 2 semi-final first set playoff predictions. Feel free to leave your predictions down below in the comments. Take care, stay safe. So yeah, and I will be back for Tuesday. I'll be back on Tuesday for the National League first year predictions of the playoffs as well. So take care, stay safe, and see you later.